YouTube, what is going on? First off, happy New Year to everybody, and I just want to, I'm going to be talking about a couple of topics here. First, I'm going to talk about the stuff I picked up today, and I'm going to basically talk about why I'm switching my office around, and I'm taking both of the boys' rooms upstairs in the attic. They both have their own separate rooms, and yes, they are legal bedrooms that was built with the house. It is a 1910 house. And the walls, they're attic, so the wall do have that slant. Like it comes like this. And unfortunately, I will lose, even though I'm taking two rooms, I'm still losing a lot of wall real estate for picture frames and being able to utilize blister shells and put more blister shells because the slant doesn't start like around 5 feet or more. They start at around somewhere between 2.5 to 3.5 feet from the ground, which is kind of like I guess if my hairline, my hand line here would be 3 feet, 3 or so feet, and it kind of starts like that. So that's a little whatchamacallit. So I would have to figure out a way to take all my pictures and stuff, and I'll have to figure out a way to utilize them to be able to put everything on a wall and have them, you know what I'm saying? Like basically that slant, instead of the pictures hanging conventional this way, they would have to hang at that angle with the slant. If anybody know any tricks or whatever, but I will be going to Home Depot tomorrow to pay my Home Depot card. So hopefully somebody there can give me some ideas there. And then while they do that, I'll probably go look at some lumber as well, and maybe I'll figure something out because I'm definitely gonna paint up there before I do anything. I'm gonna paint that. Then I'm gonna paint the whole second floor hallway. But I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put pictures and stuff because the staircase that leads up to the attic. It is a narrow staircase. It's not that big. I mean, you can fit anyway. Doesn't matter. I'll just figure that out. And the reason why I'm doing that is because when we brought this house, we know I have 5 rooms and there's 5 people. So me and my wife sharing a room. I would have a room to utilize for what I wanted to utilize it for. My daughter would have her room when she comes home from college because when we bought the house, she was already a sophomore in college. So she was already living on campus in Baltimore. And then, we had Mikey Jr., then Isaiah. So, we took the biggest room, the master bedroom. Unfortunately, it's not a master suite. A master suite is really the biggest room that has a connecting bathroom, which my daughter has where she lives at now because she moved and she got on the airplane yesterday, and she shares an apartment with somebody. So she's starting her new life. She graduated from college, and she got some job opportunities and stuff. And she's basically 17 hours away from us, virtually 6 states away, 17 hours drive, or basically just around 2 hours on airplane. So all you can do with your children is try to raise them right. Try to find the right area, right spot, use the right dirt, plant the right nutritions, make sure they have great sunlight, and pray that they blossom into the best beautiful thing in that area. And that's all you can do as a parent, and just wish for the best and wish. That's it. So anyway, get that out the way. Going back to these rooms. So I actually came up with the idea yesterday. I asked Isaiah, do you want to take your sister's room and you could just get from up there? And then I was gonna tell my other son, utilize the whole attic, but then he'll never move out because the plan is to get his ass out the house too. So he did, at first. Then I was like, maybe I'll take over that room, or maybe I'll use both of these rooms and let them stay up there. I was thinking that too. I mean, I can still do that now I think about it. It's not. I mean, nothing's written in gold. I can still do that. But I won't. Because then I think that would be too selfish. Actually, I can still do that. Now I'm thinking about it. I can do that. But nah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get both boys on the second floor, so that way we can keep a better eye on them and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and that way I can still fit everything in here and everything in that office up there in the attic, and I'll have my own man cave. I'll go up there when I want, and everything be mine. And the only people that should be up there is me and my wife, or if I give somebody permission to go up there to do something. Other than that, that's how that should that's how that should fan out. So that's the plan. Just to switch everything around and, you know, use Isaiah's room for all the video gaming stuff, and use Mikey's room for all my toys, and basically where you guys are gonna be seeing these videos. So anyway, enough of that. Outside of that, I did a video where I showed you guys Friday when I got this, and I did mention that they had two of them. The week of Christmas, they had one. And I swore, like, around where this dark blue is, it was like a lighter blue. I swore it was, and it had a price of $150 on it. The box was pristine and everything. And of course, Friday, no, yeah, New Year's Day, I think. Well, it was either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, whatever the hell it was. It was either Thursday or Friday, whatever day, last week. I went with my boy Tony and got this. This is actually in the electronics section, not in the boutique section. And this was open, exposing half the little box tray that the NES Classic sits in was open. I didn't really pay much attention to it. I just looked at it and thought everything was in there. And this was priced at $19.99. And I was like, that's a big price difference. That's a $130 difference. Whatever. So I grabbed it. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday, I had some time, and I tried to plug it up to that TV. Didn't work. And it's funny, when you turn the power on, it took like a couple of it took like a good maybe 5 to 6 seconds for the red light to come on. And I found that a little odd, a little strange. Come to find out, there's no audio. I mean, not audio, there's no video. The video will not show. The light comes on, it's powering, but there's no video. I took it apart, cleaned it, did a lot of stuff. My shoulder is killing me now. Still hurts, y'all. But today was the first day I wore it out without having a sling on it, and it's been killing me all day. But I prefer to do that and give it motion and movement before it gets stiff. Because once your shoulder gets stiff, you're fucked. You got to go to the doctor, and you got to go through all types of vigorous exercises and all types of stuff for them to get that stiffness out, because that is bananas. But anyway, going back to this. Make a long story short, looked at a lot of videos, and I realized this is a clone. Even though it says Nintendo NES on it, it is a clone. I noticed that because I realized that where this red is, it should be more like the red on that Mario I had up there. And if you notice, two totally big differences. The box is the same, but I keep doing this because my whiskers keep going up near my nose, and it's irritating my nose, and it's irritating. Make a long story short, I don't have to really go into details. First thing about this thing, yes, I did pay only $20, and I did get pissed off because that's $20 I could use for something else. This Nintendo, obviously, one, it powers on, but doesn't show any video. Then two, just to come to find out, it's a clone. It does and have everything the real Nintendo has. I didn't even know they can do that, to where they can put the Nintendo seal on it and even do the Nintendo thing. That is all crazy. But now I know why somebody had it halfway out the box and they left it there, because somebody who knew more about this or did their research about it knew that, hey, I think this is a clone. That's why it's $20. I'm not gonna take it. Which is ironic because I got a Super Nintendo Classic right during the pandemic, like during the break of the pandemic, when a lot of stores start opening up back in late May, early June. And it it didn't come with the box, but again, I didn't know they cloned any of that. But thankfully, I know for a fact that is a Super Nintendo Classic, a real legit like Nintendo 1. So I didn't think nothing of this. And no, again, to come to find out, this thing is fake. Make a long story short. Like I said, I don't like to brag or none of that, but at the same time, I also like to give people feedback on it. So make sure you do your research on these things, man. Don't be like me, because again, let's say this was the $150 one. Can you imagine how upset I would be knowing? But you take a risk when you buy from flea markets. You take a risk when you buy from thrift shops, because some people in the flea markets, they might give you your money back. But in the thrift shop, you're not getting your money back. You're not even getting a refund, because they have signs that says we don't do that. Everything is as is. That's the whole point when you're buying used items. You take a risk. And even if you power something on, again, you're not guaranteed that there'll be video just because it powers on. So you got to take that in consideration too. So if I can help somebody not make the mistake I made, hopefully you guys do, you do your due diligence like I should have done. I should have done a better job on it. But again, I didn't know that they boot. I mean, I figured the clones won't say Nintendo on it or have a Nintendo seal on it. So that's, but unfortunately, it is what it is. I'm not gonna go into more detail with that. If it doesn't work, it's basically $20 wasted. So I'm just gonna redonate it. I'm not gonna throw it away because I'm not gonna throw away $20, but I'll just donate it and whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna even do all that much on it. So the stuff that I got early in the morning, I went to Target and Walmart. I'm gonna show that stuff later, just because it's new and I'm kind of excited about it. So I already spent 10 minutes and just talking about jibber jabber. So okay, that stuff is whatever. All right, so first off, let me start with the last thing I brought. Today we went to 2nd Avenue, then we went to a Unique, then from there we went to Target, then from Target, Walmart, from Walmart, went to Red, White, and Blue, then from Red, White, and Blue we went to Value Village, then from Value Village we went to the downtown Patterson Unique, and I think you guys heard me talk about this guy named Eddie who is just disgusting how they did stuff in that store. This guy got everything because he knew the right people, and I'm not going to go into the whole this, that, and the third. It doesn't make no sense. Anyway, it is confirmed that he did get kicked out and he cannot go back there. So I'm definitely happy with that because now everybody can now evenly get stuff. So that I'm happy about because he's a piece of crap and the people that helped him out was a piece of crap. So I guess they finally got tired of it and said, you got to leave, you can't come back. So I'm very happy with that. Why did I even bring that up? Okay, well, yeah, anyway, whatever. So, what did I get from there? I don't even remember what I got from what, because again, we basically went to 1, 2, okay, so we went to 3 of those, and whatever. I'm getting tired now. So, on the way coming back home after our long day was done, one of them actually had this. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't need it. I mean, but I would like to go back there. I did clean it, so it's kind of wet. Some of y'all might say, you wet that? Yes, I did. Because I really don't care if this thing works or not. I'm not really worried about this, and water's still leaking out of it, so maybe I did clean it a little too well, or, so water's still flopping out of it, so I am going to do this. And I don't really care if this works or not. There's no what-you-call-it for it, and water's still spitting out of it. And that hurts. I keep forgetting that's my right shoulder, but water's still flying out of it. Because I clean it very well. But I have a lot of systems here that I cleaned, and I clean with water, and they work. Because some of the stuff you can't just use, Lysol wipes, or they just don't work. I brought it. It was only $9.99, and this was attached to it. This is I do have 2 of these PS1s. One I'm selling right now on Facebook Marketplace. People just asking stupid questions, and the price I have it, I think, is great. And I'm not selling it cheaper than that, so whatever. It has everything except the adapter, but I did charge it, and it shows a picture that it does work. And the other one I have, I'm keeping that for myself, and that has everything. But they both have the Intertech, or technically third-person screens. And I brought this one because this one has the PS1 screen. The original real Sony screen to it. It does not have adaptive. I'm praying it works because there is a dent right here, but it doesn't really look like the screen is defected. So I am gonna actually, you know what? Why don't I just do a video now? Let's see if, because the screen shouldn't matter. So let's see if I can get this to work. Wow, I'm actually here now. Let's see. Because that will save me time showing you guys another video. Let's go ahead and see. Actually, I might just even plug this thing up to the wet PS, the wet PlayStation, right? Why not? Because being that this connects directly into it, I shouldn't need a I mean, I wouldn't recommend nobody doing this at home because I could probably get electrocuted. I doubt it, but I don't know. My freaking luck. Well, look on the bright side. You guys will see somebody get electrocuted up here. Some of y'all might actually even like it. Yay, that bastard died. Somebody might say, nah, don't say that. A lot of people up here do not like me. I mean, do I think that somebody may dislike me enough to wish me harm or death? Who knows? Sometimes when people hate, they hate to the bone, man. So you never know. And people are wicked, so. Let's see. Can't even get the damn thing in oh, it's because the wait a minute. Nah, it's set up the right way, so it should go right in. Sometimes this thing's a pain in the ass the way this PS1 adapter is. There you go. I really don't like the idea that it's wet, but I just want to see if okay, it works. And the PS well. Yeah, well, it definitely works. It definitely comes on. Yep, the screen works fine. The Sony's not making no noise. You don't hear that. I mean, that's my interpretation of it loading. So I'm going to do something even more stupid. I mean, it is wet. So there's a good chance that this PS1, and look how much weight I lost. Look at this. These things used to be tight on me. Now these things, a lot of people say like when a heavy set guy or somebody wears a pair of joggers, it's kind of like somebody takes, it's kind of like somebody taking a hoodie and wearing it the opposite direction. That's how funny they look. I think nothing's more weighted than a person that wears a pair of joggers that's 2 or 3 sizes too big for them. When before they fit me just perfect, now they're way too big for me because I lost so much weight, which I prefer. I am gonna try to plug up a PlayStation game to it. Actually, I should try to find one if I have one here that I don't really need, but I don't think I have. My shoulder still hurts a little bit. Actually, here, let's use this one. This is a Disney kindergarten thing. If a game's gonna get messed up, I prefer to get messed up on this. But at least the good thing is the PS1. The good thing is the PS1 thing does work, and I cleaned that too. So that's all I really care about. And it was only $10. It came with the. It came with. Okay, I hear the lens trying to work. It might not because again it's wet. All right, so yeah, it might just be defective. Maybe it got defective when I did it because it was extremely dirty, and and being that it was extremely dirty, it was disgusting. The screen, the PS1, and the controller. So I did wanna I wanted to clean it before I brought it upstairs and stuff like that. And, you know, you got the COVID going on, and there are a lot of, I was gonna say a lot of flea markets. There are a lot of there's a lot of whatchamacallits that got messed. You know, like a lot of people at the flea market. I'm sorry, a lot of people at the thrift shop that got sick. Like in red, white, and blue, there are a lot of people that got that caught COVID. A lot of the workers. And see, the thing about the Initech one, it doesn't really give you that real fine look like the PS1 one does, because all it does, it looks just like the PS1. I mean, it wraps around it better, and you don't have to worry about this thing being like this because it just snaps right in. I know this one works, and I know the one I have downstairs for sale works as well. So let me just plug this one up here. I do know it works and it comes on, but I would like to see, even though I had that dent in it. And I really felt bad because Tony wanted it. But it's, you know, like I said it before, and I said it before and I say it again. I love first party stuff. And when I saw it, I was like, unreal. I was like, nah, it can't be. And by the time I was reaching for it, he saw it. So it was kind of funny. Yep, there you go. So the screen definitely works. So I'll just wipe it down a little bit more, and then I'll wipe down this PS1. And now, you know, whatever. And now I have an extra Initech, whatchamacallit. You guys, I don't know if y'all can see it here. Let me see if I can lift it without really distorting anything. Nah, it's too low. Well, there you go. You can't really see nothing, but you can see the white screen. You can see it turn it dark now and stuff like that. So I know my PS1 works, and now I know that screen works, and I know that my original adapter works in this too. So now I know I basically just at least completed my PS1 because I have the legit PS1 screen. I mean, the Initech one, it doesn't matter. I was happy with it because it was like I had a portable PS1, so I didn't care. And I wasn't really looking for a PS1 screen to add to this, to basically complete it. But now, since I do have one and I know it works, that just makes the victory all more better. And of course, now I know this Disney kindergarten game thing works. And I'll let this thing dry overnight, and it might work. You know, it might still work. So that's pretty cool. And this is my I got this from Red, White, and Blue before. This particular it's funny. I think I got both my PS1s from thrifting. So I do want to clean this one up a little bit better. And I definitely got both of these from thrifting. And they both came out the same unit the same day. And I think they both came with the car charger port. But only one came with the adapter. Oh, I forgot. I already forgot. But whatever. Who cares, right? It is what it is. So, sorry I took up a lot of time doing that because I wanted to kind of get through this stuff. So this is gonna go here, and while this video is loading, I'm gonna wipe down both of these. And I like the fact that, you know, obviously, you know, it connects right to it. It's that simple, that's simplified. And look how perfect it goes. There, you know, there is that dent right here, as you can see that. But I don't really care. It fits. It works perfect. So that's all good. And again, look how perfect it fits versus this. This is extremely bulky. About the same size screen and everything. The speakers are better placed here. I think this has a little bit more. Okay, it has brightness, power on. This one, as soon as you put the PS1 on, it automatically connects to this. This, you have to press the power button and stuff like that. And of course, you know, you see how the back of the original one has the DC in, and it has the AV out. And then it has here a headphone and an AV in right here. Versus the Interact one has an audio left and right and video there and just a power thing. So you see how more cleaner this one look, and you see just how, I mean, this one looks way better. This looks more goofier, bigger. I'm not just saying that now because I got this one. I always said that, but I was okay with it because I was like, hey, fuck it. They come with the screen. So today, right play. And again, we went back to this location. We went back to this location way after, like in the evening when we were just gonna go home, and we didn't. And I wound up getting that the PS1 with the controller. Only thing that was missing was the AV cable and adapter. But doesn't mean that the adapter might come out tomorrow. So you never know. And now I basically have this, so I'll put this in my drawer with my other accessories. And here is the controller. And the controller is also wet, but it should work. And it's wet because I had to use cleaning solution. That's how dirty it was. It was so dirty that I just didn't want to, it was just disgusting. But the controller is actually in very, very good condition. So even if the system don't work, I feel like I paid $10 just for the screen, which I would have done any day of the week, because the PS1 Sony screen is more expensive than the Interact one because it is first party. So, getting that out the way, let's talk about the blue bag of stuff that I got. Because the toys that I do have downstairs, I think I got like a brand new sealed, like the Lego calendar type gift set thing. That's like more like a Christmas thing, or just a calendar, whatchamacallit. They have a couple of figures and then some other stuff that you make for that particular month that goes against the count, whatever. That was brand new. And then there was another Lego. I think it was a Lego Star Wars. It was Lego something sealed in a box. I called dibs on it, and everybody looked out and respected it at Red, White, and Blue. So I got those two Lego stuff from there. My boy Vinny and Sean and them looked out for me because I told them I was going to come out a little over an hour late. So some toys came out. So Vinny did keep the DC Comics John Stewart Green Lantern. And he gave me the Al Jordan one. Or is it Hal Jordan one? As a matter of fact, while I'm on the phone, while I'm doing this, let me see if he's gonna pick up the phone. Let me call him and tell him to bring it, and we'll work a deal out tomorrow because I do want it. And there was a big, beautiful like Marvel Legend type, like a 12-inch Marvel Legend type Venom. I do have another Venom that's the same size, but I think the other Venom, his tongue sticks out crazy, and I'm keeping that. So with this one, they held that for me, and they had the Titan Heroes. I think it's like a 5-pack, 2 different versions of some Star Wars figures. And they held that for me, and I got those. They're nice. I seen them sell for like $30 to $40, and they were selling it pretty cheap. I think I paid $14.99 for both packs, and they have like I think 4 or 5 figures, per pack. I mean, the box is like this long, so I got 2 of those, and a couple of other toys from there, and then from all the other thrift shops, I picked up a small box Lego something, and from Second Avenue, I definitely got like the plastic. You know how the kids back in the day used to have like the plastic thing that they used to put sand in. It was like that, but for Lego, and there's some Lego figures and stuff. Tony got a nice plastic bin with Legos and stuff too. It was pretty good. We got some toys and stuff like that. I do want to call Vinny, just to tell him to bring it, ask him what he's asking for it, and see if we can work a deal out. Because I do want it, since I have the Hal Gordon one. I'll just keep them both just because I have both Green Lanterns. That's the only reason why I would want it. Hopefully, I'm hoping he'll pick up the phone. No, he's young, so he should be up. And I figured if he see me calling, or maybe he just decided, I don't want to talk to Mike. I don't know. So hopefully, my man Vinny will pick up.
Please leave a message for 55.
He'll call back. He's probably eating, or hopefully he'll call back. So I am using a wipe to wipe this down as I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, I did get some other toys. And again, the second time in the evening going back, because I always tell him sometimes, like wherever I start off in the morning, sometimes depending on how fast I finish up with other places, what I do and don't get, I will go to other I will go back to the to where I will, end where I started early in the morning. I do that a lot, and when I do, it's normally always some good, decent stuff. Not all the time, and it's not always guaranteed that you're gonna find stuff. or go back and you find more. Sometimes, you know, I waste my time and I'm like, damn, I can't believe this and and sometimes I don't. And today was one of those days because you need to you need to brush your teeth and go to sleep. All right, bring me up water, please. I understand. Just okay. So I did get this, and again, I look at it like I paid $10 for this. You know, this works, and that's what's important. This work. I don't really care about the controller neither. I don't care about the controller, and I don't care about the other PS1 because I have two of them. One I'm selling. I mean, of course, if that one works, more power to me. And it's ironic because two different people were selling PS1s this week and this past Saturday at the Meadowlands. One kid, he had a complete one, but it was extremely dirty. He wanted $30 for it. Then the other person, I don't remember what they were selling it for. And he had a universal adapter, an adapter that you could change the voltage with a switch. I think that's kind of doofy, but hey, at the end of the day, if it works, it works. So who really gives a shit when it works? Thank you. Thanks. What did you eat?
I just don't really like the mayonnaise on the burger.
Yeah, I didn't like it neither. I was upset because I told him not to put mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise on my burgers too. But anyway, ain't no more soda or nothing to drink, and I need to start buying more iced tea mix and stuff. So tomorrow I'll buy some stuff, so that way you have something in the house to drink when you're nauseous. All right, so you brush your teeth already and everything, right? All right, try to use the bathroom. Could have an upset stomach. That can help. Then from there, just lay down, because you got school in the morning and you need as much sleep as possible. So if anything worsens, just tell me. Sorry about that, but being a father comes first. I love doing my videos and stuff, but again, being a father comes first. As I'm talking to you guys, I'm actually wiping this down because this was a little dirty. I guess from moving it around. And most likely, me eating, I probably just had some stains on it because I cleaned this one very well. So now I'll let it dry. That's my working one. And again, this thing is perfect. I mean, yes, it does have a little nick in it, but I don't care. I always wanted one, and I always wanted it to be the original PlayStation one. But again, I was very happy with that Interact one. So either way, I don't care. It is what it is. So yay with that. If I don't sell the other one downstairs, I would keep that one. It's not gonna kill me. It's not gonna kill me to keep it. I paid so cheap for that, and whatchamacallit doesn't matter. And then if it doesn't work, at least I'll have an extra PS1 controller. And this one is actually really, really nice. Like, look how clean it is. Has a couple of look like marks and stuff on the back, but still in all it's clean. All right, so I spent well over 20 minutes, dealing with just this, but whatever. So what else we got here? So now moving on to the blue bag that I showed you guys before I got up and tested that. Plus, the anxiety was killing me. I did want to make sure that the PS1 screen did work. Oh, here it is up here. So this is what I was telling you about that I was trying to call Vinny for. I really don't keep these or like them, but being that they are Green Lantern, if I would have liked to keep the other one. He did give me this one. He didn't have to, but if I could have kept Hal Jordan, was it Hal Gordon or Hal Jordan? Whatever the hell. If I could have kept this Green Lantern with the now I forgot the other guy's name. I know I'm tired now because I know his name by heart. John Stewart. Jesus Christ. So whatever. This was actually like $10, but I think it's pretty cheap. That ain't worth a mention. All right. We're gonna go right to the whatchamacallit. I think I got these from the same places but different. Okay, nah. I don't remember what came from what. But I always try to get as many of these as possible, different controllers, because I can sell them for $10. Speaking of 10, this was actually $10, but it was 25% off. I don't even know why I paid the 10 for this, because I never sold a controller even back when a 360 was hot. I never really got that much for them, and I've never actually sold I would say appliances. I've never actually sold accessories that I didn't have extras or need, because like I've always had just two controllers of everything. When these systems were out. Now now since I know about thrifting and stuff, I wish back in 2009, 10, 8 that I knew about storage auctions then, and I wish I knew about or just knew how lucrative going thrifting would be, like going to the flea markets as well, because I would have a lot more stuff, and man, listen, it'd be crazy, but hey, it is what it is. Because I always knew thrift shops existed, but I never thought you would find toys and video games. I mean, and plus back then I was just so into hot toys and sideshow stuff. I wasn't thinking about this stuff. So it is what it is. So yeah, you got those two black Xbox 360. This one doesn't have a battery cover, but this one I definitely got from Second Avenue. I know one of the black ones I paid $3.99 for. The other one was $9.99. So I guess both of them would kind of break it up, and this one was actually $4.99, and this one came from Second Avenue. I just took the sticker off, and like I said, they did have a brand new I mean, not a brand new, but they had a box nice PS4. And it's ironic because on Saturday after we left the market, somebody else at the flea market was selling a 1 terabyte PS4 for $250. I know he didn't get it at the market. I know that for a fact. Maybe he got 180 or 200, but I know he didn't get 225 or 250 for it. That I can damn near guarantee. I know how people in the flea market are, and I know how cheap they are, and no way. So it's funny because the same day after we did all that, we went to Second Avenue, and Second Avenue also had one. They had a better one because it came with games and other stuff. So I was trying to play the long game, didn't work out. Because between Saturday and yesterday, it sold. So this was 99¢. I only got it because I thought, when I set up the game room and stuff, it would look pretty cool. You'll probably ask yourself why you wiping the stuff down. I'm using Lysol wipes and stuff because COVID. So I'd rather spend hundreds of dollars on this stuff than to wind up losing my life or somebody I know's life by being cheap and not wiping stuff down. Because to this day, a lot of these thrift shops, they don't properly disinfect anything. So when you go to these thrift shops and the flea markets, you are taking a risk regardless of what people say. I actually picked up 2 copies of these today. I think I got one the other day too. It is the PSP Discover Possibilities discs. Some people may ask why'd you pick them up? Because when I do decide to have my boxed PS3s, I would have all the original peripherals that go along with them. They both cost me $2. It would be better if they were 50 cents or $1, but they consider them games or multimedia, which they are. They're not games, but they are multimedia. So even though you don't mind paying the $1.99 for the games, you really don't want to pay $2 for these. But this one is sealed, the other one isn't, and I think I got one Saturday as well. So I do grab them when I see them. Like I said, I just explained why. And this one is for the older model, which I do have. So this one will be going to my 60 gig box. Because as you see here, this one is for the old one, and this one is for the slim, not the super slim. Let me try to put it right. And they both say different things. One says, "Welcome to PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Network. Not for resale, PS3." Then it says PlayStation Network. And the original one says, "Play Beyond. Welcome to PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Network. Not for resale." So, as you see, the one on the bottom is for the original, and the one on top is for the body, the shape after this one. So that's pretty cool. So I'll try to grab as many of these as possible for those same exact reasons I just mentioned to you guys. Okay, now moving on to games. Again, my boy Tony, he did want some of this stuff, but I can't have everything and you can't have everything either, man. You know, we both go to the same places, but just like everybody else, we still in competition at the fact, even though we drive together and eat together and stuff, you know, we both into the same thing. So when you're both in the same thing, you guys got to pick and choose what you want. I got this because it's kind of cool, and I do think that, I don't know what this comes with, but the person did not redeem the code, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you guys the games I got. Before I do that, let me show you the Wii Nunchuck. This was actually $2.99. I do get as many Wii Nunchucks and Wii remotes as possible, and this one is in really good condition, one of the better condition ones, because sooner or later the Wii's going to be like the GameCube. You know, Nintendo stuff always holds its value. And since Nintendo does always hold its value, I try to get as many of anything Wii related as possible, or Nintendo related. And I figured this, hey, $3, and that was and everything was 25% off. I'm tired, so excuse me, and I'm in pain. So here, we got this stuff here. Starting with the bottom, for the PS2, we have Gran Turismo 3, Gran Turismo 4, and then we have WWF Raw for the original Xbox. Then for the Wii, we have Bust a Move Bash, Michael Jackson The Experience, and we have Knights, Journey of Dreams, and then we have Mario Super Sluggers. It is the greatest hits, or Nintendo Select title. And for the Nintendo 3DS, we have Pokemon Rumble Blast Case. The right game is not in there. It does have Fire Emblem, what is it, Fates and Conquest? Oh no, Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. Then for the PSP, we have the Greatest Hits Burnouts Legends, and we have Little Big Planet for the PSP, and then for the PS3 we have the Mortal Kombat Combat Pass. This was actually in the Bust a Move Bash case, so I did notice that. I am gonna wipe all this stuff down, but I don't want to do it while now, because that's taking time away from everything else, so I can end this video. And again, I'm not done. I know some of y'all like, damn man, this guy's video is always long. Yes, I have to admit it, they are. But hopefully they're at least entertaining to those out there, because I like giving background to why I get what I get and how I got it. Excuse me, but you know how it is. Talking makes you thirsty. Plus, I figured since I don't know how to edit, I figured this is my way of making my videos more juicier. I still can't really utilize this shoulder the way I would like to. This damn dog. Get out of here. Get. Alright, so moving on to the other stuff. Like I said, the first thing in the morning we went to Target, and this is basically what I got from Target. I know my particular Target. So I was looking, as we were looking for stuff, first thing I got was this. I wanted this for a while. My whatchamacallit doesn't work this district anymore. My vendor guy, so that takes care of that, because he no longer deals with this district. So unfortunately, I had to get King Kong on my own. I did want him because I have so many Godzillas. And it's actually pretty cool. NECA, let me tell you what NECA made great. The Godzilla stuff, because they're so heavy, and being that they're all heavy all around, they're well grounded or well balanced. And the NECA, the turtle NECA stuff, just looks great. You know, whether it's the cartoon versions of it and or the movie stuff. Everything I see, I haven't seen much of it in person. I see a lot of the stuff via YouTube, but it just looks very, very phenomenal. So I did get this guy to go. Unfortunately, I had to pay retail for him, and I know I'm kind of contradicting myself because I actually said I would never buy that kind of NECA stuff retail, but being that my guy is out of the district, it is what it is. And then, like I said, I had to look around and ask somebody, and the guy knew what I was talking about, but the only one they had was this. But I needed it anyway, so I picked it up today. And I don't know if some stores charge $49.99 and some charge certain whatever, but the Union location in Target, they charge $2 extra. They're $51.99. So I got Splinter and Splinter versus Baxter. I don't really understand the whole point of this. One thing I don't like what NECA does. I mean, the smartest thing they did was giving the turtles with the turtles, but they should have gave. I mean, it doesn't matter what came with what, but they should have did Leonardo with Raphael, and they should have did Michelangelo with Donatello. Being that those two teams, you know, it is what it is. But they gave Michelangelo Raphael, and they gave Leonardo with Donatello. I think they did that more for color scheme, being that it's purple. You have to use blue to make purple, and you have to use certain colors to make turn orange from red. So I think that's why they did that, being that the colors are somewhat similar, and it takes the same base of form to get those colors, like I just said. I believe April O'Neil coming a foot soldier and Casey Jones coming a foot soldier. I think that was stupid. I think what NECA should have did was they should have gave Splinter with Shredder, and they should have gave Crane with Baxter Stockman, or Crane with somebody else. You know what I mean? Or just did Crane like they did the Android body one. But they gave Shredder with the regular fat Crane without the Android, which was just stupid. Then they gave April O'Neil with a foot soldier, and they gave Casey Jones with a foot soldier. Like I said, it should have been Casey Jones, but I think they do this stuff. I would think that they would do it in verses, but I don't think they do that because the brothers are not versing each other, and on top of that, neither is Crane and Shredder. So I think some of the other packs, I don't have Rocksteady and Bebop neither. So I also need those. NECA, you very rarely see like a lot of older NECA stuff that is hot. And these are hot, so they always go off the shelf. The guy, he did say he had more of these in the bag. He handed me one. I only asked for one anyway. So he said, "You want it?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take it." And it's funny because I was only disappointed. I mean, they're cool looking, but I was only disappointed because I really wanted the Android Crane. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that one is $10 cheaper than this. I don't know how much bigger, but I think that should have been. I think the box should have been. I mean, I'm not gonna really be able to know until I get it in hand. But I was happy paying the price for this because the other ones I don't think I paid. I think all the other ones I did get from my vendor. But again, he's not in this district no more. So, at least for now. And I think that happened because of COVID, just like the last time. So, and he said he'll be back, but I think he's taken up for somebody else until that person's replaced. And being that he is the regional manager for these areas, he's basically covering a bigger area, and they got one of his guys doing this area because he knows the area and whatever. So he will be back, but I didn't want to pass up this opportunity. So that it is what it is with that. Then I went to Walmart and I finally got these because I wanted these almost since this last year because it's almost been a year since they came out. And of course they're peg warmers to a lot of you guys, but exciting to me because I missed this wave. I seen like when they first came out and they first started showing up around I think somewhere between February and March of 2020. I think I only seen in the same Walmart I got these from, they had 3 of them. They were missing. I don't remember which of the team members it was missing, but I only had 3. And then one of the cards were kind of like messed up a little bit. So I was like, fuck it, I'll get them. And I figured if I went to the other location, I'd find them. I didn't find them, but the other location On 2 different occasions, I only had one of the same guy because nobody brought it, and then I guess it sold. So it got to the point where I just got fed up, didn't find them. And then when they, when Hasbro did the version that came with the Builder Terror dog, or whatever the hell they call that dog, I was like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna have to, buy these on the secondary market, but didn't have to. Then they came out with Slimer and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which is cool because the Kearney, New Jersey Walmart, I got those. So I was like, all right, that's what's up. So at least, I got those. So this is pretty badass. I got all 4 of them. And I'm excited. I know some of you guys and girls out there like, yeah, whatever. I got them when they first came out. So that's the reason why now the second run or third run or whatever you want to call it, they're considered peg warmers. To me, they're not, because every time I watch everybody's videos out there, I'm like, damn, man. It's amazing how this person or that person got these. And I'm just sitting there like, damn. And I'm saying that because I want them because, they're peg warmers to you guys, but to me they're not because I want that wave. I already got Slimer and Stay Puft. Now I got all four of the Ghostbusters to go along with it. So I'm definitely happy with that. And outside of that, thank God I'm under an hour because I was hoping I would be. And I am. That's basically everything. I done spoke about my plans on what I'm gonna do as far as rooms go. And again, if you guys know what I can do as far as the attic goes, on being able to hang my pictures in that in that position, I'm all open to ear. I'm all ears to ideas. I didn't say it right, but whatever. So yeah, buddy. So I got all 4 of them. I got my man Peters, Ray, Egon, and Winston. And the reason why I get these is funny. I was never into the Kenner line back in the day. I was always a G.I. Joe guy, but it was just funny though because seeing these on these old things, and of course this is still Hasbro, but they're really cool. And now I can keep these in the bag. Because like I said, Wednesday I'm home all day, and I will be, switching everything around. That's going to be an all-day process. So I'm going to tell my son when he come home tomorrow to start taking his stuff and put it in that closet up front and do it neatly until we, because it'll probably be all the way up until the weekend until we get these rooms organized the way they need to. But I need to call my wife after this video starts, so I can have her contact Verizon and set up an earliest appointment to tell them that we need a router for the upstairs. We need to do that ASAP because I need that. And it's sad because if I didn't have this computer, I wouldn't need it. But I like this computer. It's an all-in-one, and I have a dual screen thing, and it's a real powerful computer. So, all right. So that's about it, man. Thanks for watching. Peace out.